today we're going to check out Ashwalkers first, which is an atmospheric survival storytelling exploration mix, if I understood it correctly. And yeah, I might need to tweak these, but for now that's going to be good. I'm just going to check if the categories are set. They are. And we give it 1 hour maximum to convince us. Here we go. Starting slow today. With a tutorial. Yeah, probably. What's this? Custom. Okay. You can change starting traits and zone later on, probably. We're in a train, I think. Ooh. And I've got an itchy nose. But you don't have to see me rubbing it. But it is a very itchy nose. There you go. Something happens. Day 13. Almost 2 weeks ago, the third squad left the Citadel in search of the legendary Dome of Domes. The Thunderdome? Nah, probably not. It's not Mad Max. The squad members, Petra the captain, Sin the warrior, Kali the diplomat, and Nadir the scout have been picking their way cautiously through the deadly, unbreathable, and ash-filled outside air. The squad is the last hope of survival for the 200,000 souls of the Citadel. Having crossed the desert canyon of the north, they have finally arrived in view of the Ash Plains beacon, a crucial milestone in their search for the legendary refuge. Ooh. Sounds intense. Here we go. So they've been walking the Ash Plains for 13 days. Alright, I've got a mouse cursor, we've got a head-up display. We've got the characters. Captain, fighter, diplomat, scout. I think that was the order of things. We've got a backpack with a bit of food, campfire, bits and bobs. Can we get a mouse over? Nadir's backpack, Kali's backpack. Okay, but the symbols are pretty clear. There's an overload space. They will tire more quickly if we use those. Hope is lost. Energy is lost. There's ashfall, which is common weather apparently. In the Ash Plains in the afternoon. Day 13. Time is going forward relatively quick. There's a summary of what we have. And Amy cares. Colors got lost. I'm trying to see if I can right click to switch through the characters, but I kind of want to have a quick look. Oh yeah, right, okay, I don't get any control hints so far. It's monochrome as far as I know, this game. We can use this for camping material. Petra will retrieve 1 wood. It will cost 2 energy. Her energy, right? She's got, yeah. We can collect more. And we should. Oh, Drakes, welcome. Yeah, they had no colors. KE14 outpost. Has been added to the encyclopedia. One of the furthest refugees from the Citadel, used by pathfinders to glean meteorological and cartographical data. One of the beacons containing data on the Dome of Domes should be located here. I wonder if we get clean weather as well. Savage painting. You did check out World War II Rebuilder, okay. Yeah, I had a look at the game as such, but it's not really in my focus as far as game settings go. Not a fan of war games. But yeah, it's good when you know, when it's fun to play. That's awesome. If it's fun to play, I should say. This painting was produced no more than a few days, oh no, weeks ago. The symbols of brutality and barbarity are depicted with respect. Could this be a drawing of dangers to come, or a macabre fascination with the wolf? Oh, there's... okay, I couldn't even see the wolf there, but there it is. Dead Space, the remake. I haven't even played the original for longer than 10 minutes. How's the remake? Did they do a good job? The beacon. Several days after leaving the Citadel, the squad explores an abandoned outpost. Pathfinder's information was correct. One of the beacons that will guide them to the Dome of Domes is indeed right here. As Carly starts hacking the beacon's data, Sin keeps a vigilant watch of the outpost's exits, scanning for any potential threats. Meanwhile, Nadir begins preparing the trail the squad will take through the ashes as Petra uses the radio set to contact the operator. The speaker of the rudimentary radio crackles and hisses before the reassuring voice of the operator is heard. Congratulations on behalf of the authority. You have reached the first beacon. Now you must decide on your strategy to reach the second beacon. Now each of our characters is giving us an idea, and we can choose one of them. We have the scout, the diplomat, the fighter, and the captain. Well, the fighter is pretty much a fighter. Planning. I like planning. The squad members act boldly and strategically. The operator validates their choice, highlighting the urgency and honor at stake. With the next wave, the Citadel will collapse. Our hopes lie with you, scouts. May victory be yours. The radio signal goes dead, and the squad resumes their determined march. Yeah, no pressure. Just 200,000 people that will die if we don't make it. No, I didn't mean war games as genre. I did mean games set in war, in actual historical, you know, not my thing. That's what I meant. Not as in war games as a genre. Although they do also tend to fall into set category. That's just not my thing. Hey Angel, welcome. So the Dead Space remake is good, huh? Nice. Very nice. But it's a rebuilder, so that's kind of cool. The World War II thingy. So it's about hope rather than destruction, isn't it? Good. So I can pick who goes first, and it should. How do I see? Alright, that's our fighter. Let the fighter go first. Maybe the scout should go first. Oh! Good thing I sent the fighter first. The wolf is there. Through the mist, the squad members spy the silhouette of a wolf. The scrawny beast bares its fangs, growls, and moves to attack. And now the character order is reversed. So you have to see who you click on, right? Diplomat is the handshaky one. The scout is the invisibility dude, and the fist is obviously the fighter, and the captain is the captain. Will it be scared by fire? I don't think shouting will frighten it enough if it's hungry. We did bring extra firewood, so we're gonna... Oh, we have 4 only. But I saw some in the distance, so we're gonna try the fire approach here. The squad members light a fire to scare the wolf away. The frail creature panics at the sight of the flames. With one swift blow, Petra kills it. Okay. The squad members dissect the carcass for meat. We have lost 2 wood, but we have gained 4 meat. Okay, and there's more wood. The planning ahead really helps. And the fighter can collect it. They still got enough energy, but let's put the scout first. We are super fast. Oh, what's that? More meat. Now we will feast. There are people in front. Or a person. The squad members notice a campfire in the distance. There, a hooded figure can be seen warming his hands. Approaching peace, obviously. Since we are, you know, 4. The squad members approach, hands raised in the air. From beneath his hood, the young savage greets them with a smile. Carly enters into conversation with him, and the savage invites them to sit and eat with him. Eat and rest. The squad decides to share a meal with the stranger. The respite takes place. We learned that you can pronounce this word however you feel it should be pronounced. And I always go for respite instead of respite. I don't know why, but that's just me. Takes place without incident. Carly spends most of the time chatting with the savage. From this conversation, Carly learns of a group of savages to the north called the Hound, who believe in the value of honor and warriorship. Okay. Honor is good. Just out of spite, right? Exactly. Assert dominance and pee on the nearby tree? No, thanks. I'm good. The squad leaves a few hours later after a warm farewell from the stranger. We have sated our hunger. We've rested. We have warmed up. Oh, okay, it's cold. Yeah, ash, obviously. My guess is that the world somehow experienced a cataclysmic event, which caused it's probably a volcano or something, because there's ash all over. The sun is not coming down really, and people are living under domes, right? But it's not like the game tells you. It's more like you can make up your mind about what's going on. The lack of colors is something you need to get used to for a bit, but I'm in 15 minutes in, I'm not really bothered anymore. But it was a bit weird at first. But as you can see, it's a slow-paced game, atmospheric, with a bit of inventory management, RPG stuff. Very how do you call them? People call that walking simulator and visual novel, I think, for lack of better terms, obviously. AI? Who's AI? What? To the west lies a territory inhabited by wild animals, if the tracks in the ash are to be believed. The east sprawls a cold, rugged, winding valley. Well, there's definitely going to be fighting here. So let's avoid the animals for now. They are food, but we just ate, so... don't want to fight off a pack of wolves. The squad decides to enter the winding valley. Nadir assures the rest of the squad that this path is safer because it will be easier to hide from any threats. So we should go the Invisi road if we can pick. Uh-oh, more animal tracks. A large pack of wolves pursuing their prey eastward. Okay, so we should probably not follow them too much. We'll find a new home for our people. I know we will. Oh, that's good loot. 2 med packs. Right, so we will have to fight at some point, I assume. Well, backpacks are full. I'm not sure. We have 7. It's not opening the backpack currently. I'm not sure why. Let the scout go first, and we go this way. Uh-oh. The hunt. The squad crosses a plain broken up with protruding razor-sharp rocks. Suddenly, anxious, Sin motions to rest the rest of the squad to stop. Motions the rest of the squad to stop. For a moment, Nadir peers around and assures Sin that there is no danger on the horizon. Well, we trust them. The squad decides to halt and take shelter for a while. After taking refuge between 2 massive shards of rock, the squad members suddenly see a large and menacing pack of wolves prowling around them in a circle. They are trapped and need to find an escape. Our last firewood. It worked last time. Burn all of its equipment. That's not what it said. The fire builds and builds into a wall of flames. The wolves howl in panic. The squad takes advantage of this fear to flee successfully. However, during the escape, they all sustain some injuries. Whoops. Now they are... Oh, color! We do bleed. I mean, it's cool that they don't do a large amount of tutorial, but it would be nice to have the basic controls. I'm gonna let the scout go first again. That looks like it could have been a beacon at some point. Let's avoid this. Is that an active camp or an inactive camp? I guess we will find out. . Oh, hopefully we can use the fire here. Do we have a plan to find some combustibles? Yeah, well, plan would be stretching it. But we just found some combustibles. Okay. Orbs. And a charred journal. The writings of a man on the run from a pack of wolves. He did not live to write a different end to the tale, but this journal miraculously survived the acidity of the air. Okay. It looks like a very good place to camp, but I don't think we have time to do that. We still have energy. Well, that looks like a trap, if anything. There's a house up ahead. Oh wait, can we go... That's a good question. Can we go back? We can, sort of. Nah, you don't need to. You don't need to have any inkling about the control. That's weird. That's just weird. I'm not a fan of this type of presentation where it's like, yeah, you'll figure it out, but what if you don't? Right? What if you don't? What if I could turn the camera, but I don't know. Don't know how. But that's my only complaint, I think. It's very atmospheric. And it does approximately what I expected it would do. More firewood. Well, Carly has some space. They have a different amount of extra space. Overload space is called. Well, that looks odd. Contraptions. Sort of defense. I'm not sure I should go in there. But there was not really another path. The mansion. As the squad enters a surprisingly well-conserved ruin, the deer steps on a cable. It's a rudimentary trap which, with a muffled click, locks the front door. But if we're lucky, these are not the crazy cannibals, but the wolf clan? Oh boy. The scouts are locked inside the mansion. The sounds of hurried footsteps can be heard in the adjacent room. We could wait. We don't have much energy left. Who are they? The Hound. Okay. So, honor and warriorism, or whatever they called it. In the corner of the dusty room are at least 24 figures, dressed in wolf pelts, observing the squad with spears and bows at the ready. Well, we should get along. We killed a lot of wolves. It's difficult to determine the exact level of their hostility. Direct confrontation is risky. The wolf-headed savages await the squad's reaction. We are not gonna draw weapons, I think. But then again, they're a bunch of warriors, right? We're not gonna draw weapons. See if they eat us. The squad decides to play for time. The savages calm down a little. One tall warrior orders the others to lower their weapons, and then he speaks. You stand on the territory of the Hound. If you can prove the valor of your clan in a one-on-one hand-to-hand combat, you will be welcome. We accept. The tall warrior not satisfied. I will be your adversary. Who will be mine? This is not a duel to the death. The chosen squad member must display strategy or brute force. It could have negative consequences. That is what it says for everyone. Strategy would be the captain and brute force would be the warrior. Well, the warrior fights, but the leader leads. Oh boy. The audacious captain. Petra advances, trembling. Petra is not ready for combat. The expedition chief is exhausted, but she tries her best to stand firm. Oh, we were prepared to dodge. The squad member makes ready to dodge the blow. The savage warrior launches himself at his target, but his attack is easily dodged. Draw him over towards a rotten floorboard? No. We're not, that's dirty fighting. Counterattack. The savage is struck on the head. The warrior withstands the assault well and takes a step back. Combat ends with the squad member's defeat. What? Unable to dominate the adversary by force or cunning, the squad member is floored by a clean blow from the savage warrior. Oh no! Should have sent the warrior, right? The savages glare at the squad, angry with this turn of events. They put away their weapons and ask them to leave. The squad are no longer welcome in this refuge. We're discouraged. Yeah, I should have camped before I went inside. That was not smart. They kicked us out. So that's how the first chapter ended. Day 16. The third squad flees the mansion of the Hound swiftly, leaving the hostile savages behind. The encounter has left the scouts with a bitter and glacial taste in their mouths, yet they keep forging on. Okay, then you get a recap. Your squad is level-headed unit and the squad members do not privilege any one approach over another. Although we did diplomacy and strategy mostly and no stealth. Your squad agrees to trust others, privileging discussion, kindness and conciliation over direct conflict. This is pretty cool. I like it. I'm going to stop here. You gotta have to play it for yourself. If you are subscribed to Prime, this is on the Prime games list. And if you have claimed it, you should have access to it. I'm not sure how long ago it was that it was offered. Ashwalkers. That's pretty good for what it is.